Hello and welcome. My name is Louise de Lannoy, Research Manager of Outdoor Play Canada. Today I'm going to share with you the official launch of the Outdoor Play in Canada 2021 State of the Sector Report. Before I begin, I would like to share that I'm grateful to live, work, and play on the traditional unceded territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe people. Outdoor Play Canada projects and activities encompass all traditional territories of the Indigenous nations of Turtle Island within the land we now call Canada. Outdoor Play Canada, or OPC for short, is a network of advocates, practitioners, researchers, and organizations working together to promote, protect, and preserve access to play in nature and the outdoors for all people living in Canada. And I underline for all people because we feel that play doesn't end when we stop being children. Our vision is that outdoor play be a valued part of daily life, again for all people living in Canada, where we aim to provide leadership to galvanize the outdoor play movement across Canada to promote the health and wellness of Canadians and the environments in which we live. Outdoor Play Canada was officially launched in 2019. But began to take shape in response to a number of questions we started asking back in 2014. Namely, have we as a society lost the appropriate balance between keeping children healthy and active and protecting them from serious harm? If we make too many rules about what children can and cannot do, will we hinder their natural ability to develop and learn? If we make injury prevention the ultimate goal of outdoor play spaces, will they be any fun? And finally, are children actually safer sitting on the couch instead of playing actively outdoors? To answer these questions, Dr. Mark Tremblay and colleagues began collecting evidence on the association between outdoor play and children's health. They put together 2 systematic reviews based on 49 peer-reviewed articles, and collectively they found that when children are outdoors, they move more, sit less, and play longer. That when children are outdoors, they learn to balance risky play with their own safety. That outdoor play has physiological benefits for children, including improved blood pressure and improved cardiorespiratory and musculoskeletal fitness. And finally, that when children engage in outdoor play, they show increased resilience, increased self-regulation, and develop the skills needed to manage stress. And so based on that information, Dr. Tremblay and colleagues developed the following statement: that access to active play in nature and outdoors with its risks is essential for healthy child development, where the authors recommended increasing children's opportunities for self-directed play outdoors in all settings, at home, at school, in childcare, the community, and nature. As mentioned, this statement was informed by 2 systematic reviews. It was also interpreted by Canadian experts from 14 organizations and was reviewed by over 1,600 outdoor play stakeholders. It has also been endorsed by over 400 individuals, including the Council of Chief Medical Officers of Health. This statement was published as a research grade report and also as a public-facing document, which you can access on our website. Following the release of the position statement, we saw a wide impact across a number of sectors. For example, it was used as evidence in a Supreme Court ruling on a case in which a child was hurt on municipal property while playing a game of grounders. The position statement led the Lawson Foundation to shift their strategic priorities such that they decided to invest $4.5 million in projects dedicated to increasing children's opportunities for outdoor play. It informed a Senate of Canada policy report on obesity in Canada, highlighting the decline in rates of active play as an important contributor to childhood obesity. As previously mentioned, it was endorsed by the Chief Medical Officers of Health, and it also informed a shift in municipal policy, highlighting the importance of free play as an important component of outdoor gathering spaces. Last November marked just over 5 years since the position statement was published, which felt like an opportune time for reflection and to assess the state of the outdoor play sector. So, we set out to develop this report and decided to assemble it as 3 parts. First, as a chronology of what has happened in the outdoor play sector in Canada since the publication of the position statement on active outdoor play. Second, as an account of where we are now. And third, as a map of where we need to go next. As part of Where We Have Been, we developed an online library, a compendium of outdoor play projects, programs, services, and initiatives developed in Canada since 2015. We identified these resources informally through social media, as well as through our outdoor play networks, and are continuing to add to this library as resources come up. And so, while we've collected over 350 items through this effort, we are forever collecting more and encourage you to reach out if you know of something or have developed an outdoor play resource yourself. We are also in the process of conducting a scoping review of academic outdoor play publications written by Canadian authors since the position statement. As mentioned previously, when the position statement was published in 2015, it was informed by 49 publications not exclusive to Canadian authors. And so we thought it would be a worthy and also manageable endeavor to capture just how much work has been done in Canada since then. We identified a total of 418 articles published in the last 6 years related to outdoor play in Canada, a staggering increase in publications since the position statement. And for that reason, analysis is very much underway. We hope to publish our findings in early 2022, and we hope you stay tuned for that. We started this project in November of 2019, well before the COVID-19 pandemic had hit. However, as the project progressed, it was evident that the pandemic was having an immediate and would likely have a lasting impact on outdoor play in Canada. For example, you may recall decisions by local government early on in the pandemic to restrict access to outdoor spaces, leading to an overall decrease in outdoor play by all Canadians. You may also recall the great outdoor equipment purchasing frenzy of the spring, fall, and winter of 2020 and 2021. Suddenly, Canadians were embracing the outdoors like never before, and grassroots and established organizations across the country were doing their best to keep up. Dr. Raktim Mitra, OPC Leadership Group member, mentioned that his kid's school made the decision to bring learning outdoors and sent me this photo. However, when I asked if there was any documentation of this happening, he said, "I think they're just doing it." And therefore, as part of the Where We Are Now section of this report, we decided to conduct an environmental scan of Canadian outdoor play-based projects, programs, services, and initiatives that emerged during the COVID-19 pandemic to document these efforts both at the organizational level and at the grassroots level. To do so, we conducted a systematic search of academic and grey literature on child and youth-oriented initiatives. We also turned to our 63-person consultation group, who were assembled to guide the Where We Need to Go From Here section of the report for input on outdoor play initiatives they were aware of. Finally, we distributed a survey to outdoor play program providers to collect contextual details from them on their experiences delivering outdoor play programming during the pandemic. Altogether, we identified 79 academic articles, grey literature, and resource items related to outdoor play in Canada. The major findings of this environmental scan were that resources were, for the most part, national in scope, that they focused primarily on supporting parents in bringing children and youth outdoors, and unsurprisingly, the largest effort was in bringing materials online. For example, the Child Nature Alliance of Canada developed Thrive Outside, an online hub of resources for educators, parents, program deliverers, and care providers to support children in getting outdoors and into play. If you haven't checked it out yet, I thoroughly encourage you to do so. We also had 36 respondents to our survey, where we found that the majority of respondents had been leading outdoor play programs since before the pandemic. The demand had largely increased, and that the greatest barrier was in adhering to COVID-19 protocols, particularly when working with young children. And I really love this quote from one of our survey respondents, that kindergartners are not very good at not spreading germs. just one small insight we received on the challenges of adhering to COVID-19 protocols. Finally, we also found that the greatest learning was that children and youth thrive when outdoors. For part 3 of this report, the Where We Need to Go From Here section, this focused on developing a common vision for the outdoor play sector. To do so, we developed a 63-person consultation group with representatives from government, policy, not-for-profit, and for-profit organizations, education, and research. This group met 4 times over 4 months to identify, refine, and vote on the major priorities for the outdoor play sector and the corresponding actions needed to be taken to move these priorities forward. With these priorities finalized, we then distributed a survey nationwide to hear from the broader outdoor play sector on their level of agreement with these priorities and receive any additional feedback. In total, we had 302 respondents to the survey and received over 75% agreement with the priorities and actions we presented. And so it is my great pleasure to present to you the 9 outdoor play priorities. And while I'm going to take a few minutes to describe each one, it is important to note that the order in which I present them is not in rank order. There is no rank order given the diversity of interests and sectors these priorities encompass. Among the 9 major priorities, promoting the health, well-being, and developmental benefits of outdoor play was an easy one to agree on. This priority reflects the acknowledged importance of outdoor play for the physical, mental, emotional, and social development of children and the health and well-being of people of all ages. It also challenges the sector on how this information may be better promoted. The next priority I present to you is the importance of promoting, protecting, preserving, and investing in outdoor play environments. Within this priority, when we speak about outdoor play environments, this is inclusive of all outdoor spaces in which outdoor play may occur, in built environments and in natural spaces that already exist. This priority takes into consideration the many factors associated with outdoor spaces: geographic, cultural, social, and ecological, and differences between urban and rural environments and built cities and natural ones. Another central priority is the need to advocate for equity, diversity, and inclusion in outdoor play, building on the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, which recognizes the right of the child to rest and leisure and to engage in play and recreational activities appropriate to the age of the child. To this end, the OPC Leadership Group is engaging in equity, diversity, and inclusion training tomorrow as part of Day 2 of the summit. And towards the end of the day tomorrow, we invite OPC members to join us for a deeper conversation on the role of the outdoor play sector in promoting EDI in Canada. Our consultation group identified the need to ensure that outdoor play initiatives are land-based and represent the diverse cultures, languages, and perspectives of Indigenous peoples of North America. Land is capitalized throughout this report to acknowledge its importance and that it includes peoples, cultures, languages, and knowledge. It is our strong belief that supporting, learning about, and engaging in Indigenous-led, land-based outdoor play provides an opportunity to build trusting and respectful relationships between Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples, move toward reconciliation, and raise the next generation of environmental stewards. Again, this priority is both a standalone priority and is embedded throughout all other priorities. We also identified the need to reframe views on safety in outdoor play, by which we mean the way in which we provide outdoor play needs to be recalibrated so that there is a better balance between protecting against injury and promoting beneficial play opportunities. We need to challenge unjustifiably restrictive policies, guidelines, and practices and increase awareness on the benefits of risky play. We also need to continue research and support data collection on outdoor play. There remain many gaps in knowledge related to outdoor play that need to be addressed, and the research and knowledge on outdoor play that does exist needs to be made accessible to governments, policymakers, educators, community organizations, and the private sector. While I'm sure all of you are sick of talking about COVID-19, a major silver lining, as I've previously mentioned, is that Canadians of all ages have rediscovered the joy of outdoor play during this pandemic. This rediscovery and renewed appreciation has great potential to be an accelerator for all of the priorities we identified. And for this reason, this was identified as one of the major priorities for the outdoor play sector moving forward. Another big one was the need to increase and improve professional development opportunities in outdoor play, where these opportunities should be made available to all of those involved in outdoor play, not just educators, but also parents, coaches, and students, to name a few. This is important if we are to shift mindsets and provide the necessary tools to advocate for and promote outdoor play. And last but not least, we need to expand and enable cross-sectoral connections and collaborations. When the position statement was published, it became quickly evident that outdoor play spans many sectors. We need to promote connections and collaborations across sectors so that we work together, learn from each other, and amplify each other's work. One way OPC is actively working to build connections and develop the outdoor play community in Canada is through our membership. I encourage you to join us, join the movement, show your support, and in doing so, also benefit from a number of perks we provide, including free movie viewings, discounts on outdoor play conferences, access to outdoor play slide decks to use in your play work, but most importantly, benefit from knowing that you are supporting the movement to promote, protect, and preserve access to play in nature and the outdoors for all people living in Canada. And with that, I thank you very much for your time. I'd also like to thank those within our consultation group who helped us identify the 9 major priorities, the 302 individuals who completed our stakeholder survey, the 12 international colleagues who provided feedback on the final draft of the report, and the 100 stakeholder survey respondents who agreed to review the final draft. A big thank you also goes to the Lawson Foundation, the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council, and our anonymous donor for their generous support of this work. Thank you.